So, what are you scheming up this time?
Well, we've got this idea. You might have heard there's coin coming to the Talmberg quarry to pay the workers their overdue wages.
I haven't heard anything about it.
They owe them for a quarter of a year. There's a lot of quarrymen in that quarry.
Those people work for Sigismund?
Yeah, for Sigismund.
Fuck, Matthew, do they really?
No.
And you think it's alright? Is that what we are now? Common thieves?
What do you want me to tell you? Take a good fucking look at us. You're alright, but we're up to our necks in shit.
But a thing like this?
Do you think we're any better off now than we were in Sasau on our last leg to the tavern?
No. I suppose not.
So you understand? Ever since Skellet, everything's been going to hell. Why should we have to pay the price for that? To hell with the fucking quarrymen!
And why aren't we talking about it with Andrew?
Andrew hasn't got the balls for it. He sent us to hell.
Did? How come?
I don't know. He just said he won't do it.
Andrew's not interested. Is it that dangerous? Look, if I'm going to do this, I want to know everything.
You'll know everything you need to know in time.
But it's bound to be well guarded, isn't it?
Maybe not, if we time it right.
I'm in.
Wonderful. But before we get to work, we have to find out more. We are gonna go and take a sly look at that quarry. Meanwhile, you go to Talmberg and find out when they're bringing the coin. Try to find out who's gonna be guarding it. Even better, if you can make it so there's as few guards as possible, well, you know, I wouldn't be upset at all.
We're gonna try and be a naughty Henry, because we've been playing good Henry, so that Henry's gonna do one naughty thing that he regrets doing. That'll be a part of his backstory. Or something. I don't know. I was hoping to continue the human quest, but I don't think it's actually even in the game. I was looking about it online and there was nothing anywhere. Like, literally nothing. So I think that they just didn't finish it in time. And it will be coming when Act 3 is available. So, yeah. Because if you don't know, the game doesn't have Act 3 in it. Even though this is a finished game, they didn't have the time or the budget to complete Act 3. Now that they've sold enough copies, we should be getting Act 3, which means you should get an ending to the game, because at the minute, the game just ends abruptly, without any retribution for everything. So I'm hoping that I can keep this going as long as possible. But I doubt I'll be able to keep this save going and this series going before release, because it's looking like it's going to be such a long time from now. Anyway, I'm thinking if we get this one quest done, then hopefully we can get Matthew and Fritz to not break the law anymore. Pretty much my hope is that I can refuse to have my share, so that they only get their share, and that they don't have to do anything like this again. I doubt that's going to happen, but we need to give them at least a chance. And I'll be quite happy if I'm going to be able to be giving them the chance. If they actually program that would be fantastic.
You look like you swallowed a wasp, Master Groom. What's going on?
I should think so. I have 3 horses with a fucking colic.
Well, that's not such a tragedy. You need to keep the horses warm and rub them down with straw, especially the belly and flanks. That'll help settle the stomach. Give them clean water, change the straw often, and leave them enough room to roll around if they want to. And walk them round now and again, but let them go at their own pace. Don't push them. Keep that up for a week and they'll be good as gold.
My word. I've been handling horses for years, but I never heard about rubbing them with straw for colic. Thanks for the help. I'm known in all the stables around here, and I'll be telling them about you too. The thing is, Sir Robard wants 4 horses for the train to the quarry, and they won't be fit by then. Certainly not this one here.
Quarry? What's going on there?
I don't know, but a guarded train like that, they must be carrying something valuable.
When do they need the horses?
There's still some time. They're supposed to be there in 5 days at noon.
What about some help from someone else?
You mean from that old hag who lives in the woods? I'm not so foolish as to believe in spells.
It's not about spells. She can try to make a herbal concoction. I know something about herbs, and I'll make sure she doesn't put anything in it that would be bad for the horses.
All right then. Let's see what the old hag comes up with.
I mean, I don't want to harm the horses just to make it easier to do the quest. And if I do harm the horses, and then it's going to lead back to me in the end, that I'm the one who caused them to get sick. So I'm thinking I'll up the security so that it's harder to get in, but I'll just be even more sneaky. I'll just be even more careful to the point when they won't catch on. Or I can just leave it the way it is and not bother healing the horses with the herb, and we'll just leave it where it is.
So how do I make sure they cut down the number of guards when they transport the money?
Easy. Make it right, Ruckus.
Ruckers?
Ruckus. Hubbub. Bedlam. I mean, just give someone around Talmberg a punch in the mouth, start a brawl, or steal something valuable.
And that'll help.
Of course. The townsfolk will be furious. They'll start clamouring for more guards in the town. Take my word for it. 9 times out of 10, punching someone in the gob is the best solution.
Do you have any other ideas?
Well, most guards, especially the ones in charge, are lazy fuckers. If you could figure out a way to get rid of their horses, I'd bet at least a few of them won't go anywhere.
Thanks.
What a pleasure. I'm sure there's some other tricks you could try. But that's all I can think of.
Well, I'm not killing the horses. Like, that's just wrong. I'm not resorting to animal slaughter.
So, I'm here.
Good. Do you know when they'll come?
I know. In 5 days. They should be here at noon. We still have time.
And do you know how many of them there'll be?
I don't know.
It could be bloody risky, couldn't it? Don't you want to find out more?
Maybe you're right. Either way, be ready.
Well, seeing as we've got to wait a couple of days, we might as well go off and do some other quests while we wait. Could also do selling all of these. So we'll probably go off and do that as well. Alright, so we've got everything that we need to start our quest. Well, by start I mean continue our quest. But I want to do one thing while I've got the chance and while I'm here. I'm going to go to Captain Bernard, and I'm going to see if I can defeat him in battle. We're going to go double-handed. Something I haven't got a load of practice in. Oh man, I'm not doing well. So, thing is, I'm doing this fight going purely off of stats, but I haven't played this game in a little while. So, it's going to be an interesting fight to see if I can manage to cope with my lack of experience. I wouldn't how would you call it? I don't know. I'm not in the zone, I guess you could say, that I would have been if I had been playing more. I'm doing really bad at words because I'm trying to really concentrate here. Man, this guy is fucking good. Rip roasting is like the most useful ability. I'm not even kidding. Oh, that was my own fault there. Did not get to block in time. Oh, 1. Woohoo! Okay, so I've definitely improved over time. So we've only got one last thing to do, and that is repair our armor, and then we can move on to the quest. Oh, I've lost it. This is... Oh, I actually did it. Holy shit. Okay. And there we go. That was pretty damn lucky, if you ask me. Okay, now, sword. Okay, let's have a look. St. George's sword is a 92, mine 92 is a 72, mine is a 79, so mine is actually better. 72, 72, 72, 79, 47, and then 3. So yeah, mine is better. You get more charisma with that one, but it's got less durability. So I'd say that the Stinger is probably the best weapon in the game that I know of, and the St. George's weapon is in fact not the best weapon in the game. But I will go on and sell it, seeing as I don't need it. But it was an interesting search anyway. I heard it was the best weapon, and we've confirmed right here, right now, that it is in fact not the best weapon in the game.
So, did it work? Is your home free of the ghost?
Oh, you're here, are you? You're lucky I didn't have to get you myself. No, it didn't work. The spirit came just the same as before, and I didn't sleep a wink.
So you're saying I won't get my reward?
You get paid for results, my dear, and I haven't seen any yet. At least now I know that old wives' love doesn't help. Go and see Apothecary Coniash in Ratai. I hear he's familiar with all manner of magic.
Okay.
Do you know anything about getting rid of wandering souls?
The Restless Dead.
God save Henry.
I might know a bit about that.
What the hell are you doing?
It depends who wants to know. I wouldn't want to be accused of heresy.
Oh, come now, Cognash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Fine, you're right, Henry. I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales. I truly believe it's a science. So what exactly do you need?
To help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbour's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now this is interesting. Revenant spectral beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave.
Yes, exactly. Her house is haunted.
To put it vulgarly, my lad, to put it vulgarly. But there are spells that can banish restless souls back to the realm of the beyond.
Now that's what I wanted to hear. And do you know the spells?
Well, I'd like to learn at least one. But the only book I know that contains them has been classified amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
I've no idea what that means.
The spell's written in a forbidden book. A book that's in Latin and kept under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomiconos. Do you need to know any more?
Do you want me to steal the book?
If you want to get rid of that revenant, you have no other choice. When you bring me that book, we can cast the spell together, since you don't know Latin.
Fine. I'll bring the book.
You'll find it in the monastery library. But it won't be easy to get in. Truth be told, I don't know of anyone who is able to break in and out without getting into big trouble.
I'll try.
Now, what could fuck me here is that it needs to be... It's very hard. Can I unlock very hard? I can. Okay. Sweet. Oh.
Hey, you!
Uh-oh. I've been spotted.
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide.
Don't move a
Alright,
finger.
run away.
Surrender. You've committed a crime.
Miss, I don't remember the way out. There's the way out. Okay, so that didn't go to plan, but I couldn't see a library or anything of the sorts in there. Got the key. Now back to the library we go. Okay, here we are in the library.
I've got the book.
Really? You're a fine fellow. Well, show me it then.
Here it is.
Wonderful. Come back in a little while. I need to read through it and find that spell. And here's a reward for your efforts.
Have you read it already?
Oh, Henry, it's a marvellous book. Wonderful, really. I've found what we need. but it won't be easy. The spell must be said over the grave of the person preventing his soul from resting in eternal peace, while burning something from the house he lived in.
Ugh, of course. It couldn't be something easy, could it?
Who said meddling with the dead would be a walk in a rose garden? You'll probably have to ask your widow a few more questions. Once you know everything, get something from his house, and find the grave of the person that's preventing him from resting in peace. Then come see me, and we'll get to banishing that ghost.
Jesus. And I thought the living were troublesome. I saw the apothecary, and he reckons that ghost of yours is quite a problem.
You think I don't know that? Last night I didn't get a wink of sleep. I lay in my bed, tossing and turning, just waiting for him to appear.
And did he come?
For a long while it seemed like nothing would happen. Then, towards the morning, the room grew cold as the grave. My poor heart nearly stopped beating when I heard a voice calling my name. So I fell to my knees and begged the Virgin Mary to protect me. When will this all end? You must work quickly. If this goes on much longer, I'll lose my
You've already
mind.
lost your mind.
I know I will.
To get rid of him, we need to cast a spell over the grave of the person who's preventing him resting in peace. I'm not sure who that person is, though. You haven't already picked out a grave site for yourself, have you?
No. Henry, the truth is, I haven't told you the whole story. I'm not the one he's got unfinished business with.
Well, who is it then? I suggest you tell me everything.
Alois had a wife. Her name was Lada, and she was a proper shrew, shrieking at him from sunrise to sunset. He never spent a single pleasant day with her. They must have fought like dogs. One night, Lada took a lantern and burned the whole farmhouse down with Alois inside.
That sounds awful. No wonder Alois can't rest easy.
When Alois died, Lada lost her mind. She spent days running about the woods near Tarnberg, completely witless, until one day they found her body deep in the woods. Her hair was all pulled out, her face scratched up with her own fingernails. They buried her there, where they found her, but I don't know exactly where to look.
I'll ask around. For the spell, I'll need something from the house where the spirit once lived. Where exactly did Alois live?
It's north of here, to the left of the road from Ledechko, but there's not much left of it these days except ash and weeds. The farm was burned to the ground with Alois inside.
Oh, that must have been a terrible death. I don't need to know anything else. I can head off now.
Oh, man. This is so much work just to end up having to find out that somebody's, like, just stalking her at night and bothering her.
Ziana Kanba, Zikia Kanba, Galubara, Namtabara, Ashakbara, Kikimbara, Ziana Kampa, Zikia Kampa, Galubara, Namtabara. What's that?
Go on, that's what matters. Just keep going.
I think that's enough. The ghost must surely be banished by now. Now let's get out of here before something worse appears. Go and see the widow tomorrow to find out if it helped. I'm going home.
Thanks for the help.
Really just shit themselves, isn't they?
We cast a spell over Lada's grave. It wasn't for the faint of heart.
Mary, Mother of Mercy. And not even that helped.
What? You mean to tell me it was all for nothing?
Only the Lord himself can help me now. I'll need the parish priest.
But why didn't you go and see him right at the start?
What would he think of me? Herbalists have always handled ghosts. But now what other choice do I have? Go and ask him what I can do.
Oh.
I'll go and see him. But I swear this is the last thing I'm doing for you.
You have my gratitude. Take a few groschen for everything you've done for me so far. Once the ghost is gone, you'll get more.
This is taking so long.
There's a widow being haunted by a ghost. Can anything be done about that?
A revenant? Tell me more about it.
For the last few nights, her long-dead neighbour's been paying her a visit in her house. She's tried to drive him out, but neither prayer nor spells have any effect. That's why she's turning to you for help, Father.
In the scripture, it's written that the dead shall rise again only on the day of judgment. I suspect it may be something on the widow's own conscience that's haunting her. Do you know anything more about that?
Well, she says it's the ghost of Alois, a farmer whose wife burned him alive in his own cottage.
My. That would make a soul restless, all right. But I believe there must be something else that's keeping the widow from sleeping. A farmer, jealous wife. I'd ask the widow if there's not more to it.
My God, that never occurred to me.
How little you know people. Make the widow tell you everything, you'll see. And to make amends with the deceased as well as the Lord, tell her to erect an atonement cross.
A what?
You ask as if you've fallen from the stars. An atonement cross. You often see them along roads. Reminders of reconciliation and forgiven trespasses. Suggest it to the widow and see how she reacts.
Thank you for the advice. It was very helpful.
I shall pray for the poor woman, and I'll be grateful in turn for any donation she may decide to make to the church.
I saw the parish priest.
And what did he tell you? Will he come and bless my house with holy water?
A better question is, what haven't you been telling me?
I've already told you everything.
I feel you haven't told me everything. Was there something between you and Alois?
There's no use denying it any longer. I was a widow and his wife Lada. She wasn't the kind of woman who filled her husband's heart with joy. Alois and I grew close.
So, fornication?
If that's what you want to call it. From time to time, we took comfort in each other's arms. Lada found out and began to make a fuss. They fought. You know the rest.
You couldn't have known it would end up the way it did.
Perhaps I couldn't, but I still reproach myself over it every night. For years now, I've been living with what I did. I suppose it's only just that it's finally caught up with me. My poor Alois and the children he left behind.
I assume his children know nothing about it.
They're already adults, but you're right. They don't know anything. Do you think it would help if I told them everything? That it would bring peace to Alois and he'd stop haunting me?
I don't think it's necessary. The kids don't need to know their dad was having an affair.
I don't think it's necessary. Erect a conciliatory cross, go to confession, and everything will be all right. There's no need to dig up painful memories for other people.
You're right. This is my pain to bear, not anyone else's. Here's some money. Go to the quarry and order a cross be made.
I'll do that.
Thank you 100 times over.
All that for 10 grossum. I mean, I did level up my speech at some point during this, so I guess it was all worth it. And that was sarcasm, by the way. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.
What do you think? Will he come again?
I'm sure we've seen the last of him. Oh, I feel so light. I could float away at peace with the world.
That's a peace I have yet to find. As you've seen for yourself, shaking off the past isn't easy.
Here's a ring my husband left me. I don't even know where he got it, but it might be worth something. Take it, with my gratitude.
Glad I was able to help.
Thank you, and God be with you.
And with you. I hope you'll finally have peaceful dreams.
I have for you a message given to me by our Holy Father. It is that you should subscribe to the Pleb. Also, follow his friends on Twitch, Demo556 and Pinkman_ZFT. They are holier and all around better people than him. Thank you, and Jesus out.